Sarada's Mangekyou ability was just revealed, so before we learn more, let's dive into some theory crafting. A lot of Sharingan abilities are based on Shinto, from their names, looks, and loose connection to their lore. For example, Amaterasu, the ability of Sasuke and Itachi, is the goddess of the sun. Tsukuyomi, her sibling, is traditionally portrayed as the god of the moon. Their third sibling, Susanoo, is the god of sea and storm. Kagetsuchi, name of Sasuke's second ability to control flames, is the god of fire. Izanami and Izanagi, abilities of all Sharingan users, are the matriarch and patriarch of all Japanese gods, and parents of all deities named so far. Kotoa Matsukami, the genjutsu ability of Shisui Uchiha, is the collective name for the first gods which came into existence at the time of the creation of the universe, predating Izanami and Izanagi. Itachi's spiritual weapons, Yata Mirror, Totsuka Blade, a variant of Kusanagi no Tsurugi, and Yasaka Magatama are sacred regalia of Japan and important items throughout its folklore, many of them believed to originate or used by deities. Given the pattern, we can expect the names of Sarada abilities will follow a similar suit. A while ago, I already made a video on possible names and abilities of her Mangekyou Sharingan, which you can see here, where most of the speculation came from 2 points. The design of her Mangekyou, which resembles the Yata Mirror, a belief I still maintain, deities connected to Yata Mirror, and deities connected to Kagetsuchi, connecting her abilities to that of Sasuke and possibly Hidari. Most of the video is still relevant, so do check it out for full information, but now that we actually saw her ability, we will present other options, more focused in our exploration. Given the Yata Mirror inspiration, let's directly explore what Sarada's newly revealed ability design and function might tell us about its nature. When activating her ability, a black hole appeared up in the sky, an uneven shape with many curved edges, almost resembling a miniature black sun. Used against Ryu, it started absorbing its iron sand and rotated vortex movement, slightly changing shape, and perhaps its size too, while doing so. Interestingly, the black vortex visually echoes the black flames of Sasuke's Amaterasu, potentially symbolizing Sarada inheriting and evolving her father's themes of powerful destruction. It selectively absorbed Ryu's iron sand, ignoring people and kunai nearby, suggesting it specifically targets chakra-based techniques or energies, or she can control what it targets. Aside possibly absorbing specific energies or techniques, it might also nullify, store, redirect, or transforming them. Perhaps even sealing it in another dimension, similarly to how Itachi's Totsuka blade sealed its target inside the gourd, trapping them in a genjutsu-like world of drunken dreams for all eternity. Whatever it is, it's certainly more complex than what we have seen so far, so how might this translate to the names of her abilities? While we mentioned her Mangekyou design resembles that of Yata Mirror, the 8 points also hold spiritual significance, symbolizing infinity, growth, prosperity, and cosmic order. Yata Mirror symbolizes purity, truth, and reflection. The visual depiction of a swirling black vortex or hole suggests the concepts of void or emptiness. In Shinto cosmology, creation arises from a primordial chaos known as konton, a formless, chaotic state from which the earliest deities spontaneously emerged. Combining those, a deity that come to mind might be Ame no Minaka Nushi, the deity considered the first of the celestial gods who emerged from the chaos or void, representing absolute origin, creation, and infinite potential. However, the Ame no Minaka Nushi already served as inspiration for Kaguya's Ame no Minaka ability to instantly shift dimensions or universes, essentially controlling spatial boundaries. Still, Sarada's ability could differentiate itself by focusing more specifically on void, absorption, nullification, or creation destruction, rather than dimensional travel. Another deity that might be used as inspiration for Sarada's ability is Ame no Tokotachi, literally meaning heavenly eternally standing deity, one of the first primordial gods emerging from chaos alongside Ame no Minaka Nushi. It might emphasize stability within chaos, symbolic of control over a swirling void-like phenomenon. suggesting eternal power or permanence. Kamimusubi is the third speculation on our list. A primordial deity, one of the three original Kotoa Matsukami, is a god of creation who might represent Sarada's power as something capable of generating or converting absorbed energy into new forms. While not being a deity, a possible naming and function might derive from Yomotsu Hirasaka, a gateway between the mortal world and the underworld, famously crossed by Izanagi and Izanami, which is thematically also shared by Sanzu River. A river souls must cross in their karmic process that fits well into current story of Boruto, where karma and Amado Sanzu play a central role. It might symbolize transition between two distinct states, for example, absorbing and redirecting attacks. The list is already long, but let's also briefly explore some concepts to not focus only on deities. Koku, literally meaning void, emptiness, or vast space, represents a limitless and undefined primordial space that precedes creation. Often depicted as a swirling, dark, or empty state, it symbolizes infinite possibilities and potential, which would fit into visual depiction of Sarada's ability of black vortex. A primordial chaos and emptiness before creation or formation, which might suggest an ability focused on absorption or nullification, returning objects or energies back to a state of nothingness. Lastly, we have Amano Ukihashi, or Heavenly Floating Bridge, is a mythical pathway connecting heaven and earth where Izanagi and Izanami stood upon while they gave form to the world. It symbolizes transition between realms and states, or the boundary between existence and non-existence. The vortex might serve as a symbolic bridge or doorway between different realities or states, creating connections or sending opponents' attacks into a void between dimensions or realms. There are many inspirations we might draw upon, but by focusing on Sarada's Mangekyou, that might represent infinity, growth, prosperity, cosmic order, purity, truth, and reflection. And her ability design resembling a miniature black sun, a black vortex in the sky that absorbs attacks, we can narrow down the name of her ability to inspirations we mentioned throughout the video, and her speculated ability to that of absorption, nullification, generating energy, transforming absorbed energy, redirecting attacks, or sending energy into another dimension. I haven't been that excited about ability in Naruto verse like that in a long time, and I can't wait to learn more about it. Like in the first video I made, I'm placing my bet on Kamimusubi. It fits thematically and remains one of the original Kotoa Matsukami yet to be represented. No matter what Sarada's ability turns out to be, you can bet we'll fully explore its background and Shinto inspiration when more details emerge. If you enjoyed this theory, subscribe and let me know your thoughts or theories in the comments.